Alrighty, so new final boss trio. They've actually done this before, but they're back. The Waylo, Taizu, and Twigo trio are back for final boss, and they are pretty easy from, you know, they're not very hard. The Angel team seems to be the best at the moment as far as just like easy score goes, but there is like a try-hardy sort of team that you can do where you're using Helbram on the team because one of the challenges is to have a fairy on, plus his unique is always very interesting for HP related stats, so that gives you, you know, the more HP you have, normally it again ends up giving you extra score for that. People are using King, it seems like, and then either Deanne because Rupture is one of the challenges, or Blue Ludociel with Marmus in the back. So that's honestly a very interesting team. I never invested into this blue Helbram for me, and I'm not normally a big fan of pushing for like high rewards when it comes to you know, the final bosses and everything, so I'm probably just not going to worry about, you know, trying to use that team, because I don't care really to go for high score. It doesn't ever really matter to me. If you want to, make sure that you're using HP food to give you that little bit of extra score. It does cost 50 stamina per extreme run, which I'm never happy about. I think that's way too much stamina for one PvE activity. But if I'm not mistaken, I think there's also some buffs that you can buy from the Blessings of the Demon during this festival that will actually cut the stamina cost in half for a short duration. I think it's an hour, which isn't too bad. So in this run, you basically just want to continue to try to use Sariel as much as possible if you have his Holy Relic, because that is going to increase your you know, other allies' basic stats, which will in turn mean more HP. So we're basically going to try to crit as much as we can with him, so that way we activate the Holy Relic, and then sort of just blitz through and kill the enemy, you know, however we can. Because it seems like even on like a pretty average run, you're going to get around 3.5k points ish. I guess I'll see after this run on how true that actually is. But we're not pulling too many Sariel cards at the moment. I might try to go for some ultimate move gauge here before we push phase or anything, which I can try to get an ultimate here. And maybe we should just, I remember him having some pretty annoying moves. So he decreases crit chance, which isn't too bad, and solidifies. Maybe it was Taizu that had the really annoying cards, I'm not too sure. Pierce rate, he has the reflect. I guess we'll just go ahead and kill Taizu with Tarmiel here. That should get us a couple of points for just damage in general. One Sariel card's not too bad, I guess. We'll just use this and waste the Margaret cards, I think, and see if we can pull some Sariel cards in the next phase, I guess. So let's use that, hope we crit, get rid of these, go into the next phase. We did crit, so that's good. Increases all basic stats, which is nice. Good damage on it as well, so decent score modifier there, or just points gained, I guess, not necessarily a modifier. No Sariel cards. So this is probably going to be on the worst end of runs, but it is what it is. So maybe it's this phase that Waylo's kind of annoying. Disables ultimate moves. I think we should maybe try to kill him for that, and then we'll use this maybe, because I'm not super thrilled. My Margaret's ult level is pretty low, along with Tarmiel's relic or ultimate level, so that did 1.1 mil. Unfortunately, that it doesn't go any higher than 70k, so that's kind of unfortunate. But okay, we have some Sariel cards, which I guess is good. Hopefully we can increase our basic stats before it ends here, and we'll see how it goes. So we already have a Margaret buff on. I guess we'll just use both of these, and if that doesn't kill, then we'll just use this. So alright, and we'll see how that goes. How much points do we get? So this is just regular run, nothing too crazy, no crazy RNG or anything, and we get 3.3k. That's not too bad. That's not 3.5, but I think that's pretty much the average, which is, I think if we look, we'll probably be in like the top 5% or less maybe. But then again, it just dropped. Yeah, so top 5%, that's not bad at all. You only really need to be in the top 50% to make sure that you're getting the gems and stuff like that. So nothing too crazy. Top 50% gets you all of the gems and everything that you need. Top 30% gives you the extra equipment stuff, which is kind of nice to have, but not necessary. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be anything too crazy. If you want to, obviously, just look at the higher ranking teams. If you have these sort of niche units like Helbram sort of powered up or whatever, then you can try that out. Or maybe if you want to use the Deanne here, or if not, you can obviously just use the Ludociel. I might try this team. I don't think that I have Helbram powered up, if I'm not mistaken. That's how. Helbram? He's level 90, so it's not too bad. We could try one real quick with him and just see how it goes. I don't know, just out of curiosity, because I do want to see how it sort of works, I guess. I'm not really sure what Chad King is doing for the team particularly, but I'm assuming it's halfway decent, or just the shield maybe in general. I'm not too positive on that. Oof, doesn't have gear on him. Gotta mess my gear up. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna go, but I do see Helbram has a cleanse card that's kind of nice, because you can use that to remove debuffs, which always normally ends up giving a pretty good amount of points from that. So I'm afraid that this is going to do too much damage, I think. So let's use that and see how it goes, and then we're going to use, I think we'll just attack Taizu maybe with the Helbram card. Okay, this isn't doing... Okay, it's not doing, like, insane damage. Oh, this is an AoE. Okay, kind of cool. I don't have any way to disable stances or whatever. One of the things is to disable stances, and I think one of them is also to get rid of buffs on the enemy, but I don't have a way with this team either to do that, so I'm assuming just using the Rupture cards is what it wants me to do. So how much is he actually reflecting with this? 250, 150, 100. So that could be kind of hefty. I don't have a good way to get... Well, I think I'm gonna use these, because I don't... this might be a mistake. How much damage? It wasn't too bad so far. Alright, hopefully we can pull more Ludo cards. Nope, never mind. Which I don't know which one of them was putting on debuffs to begin with, but I think we might have needed to stall for a turn if we were going to go for big points, just so that way we could... Oh, I guess rushing King's ult in this first phase, once Twigo puts on the big buff on everybody, would be good enough to get rid of, or to complete that one challenge for clearing buffs and stances, I guess. And then you would need to use it again in in the second phase whenever they all put stances on, probably. So, okay, I think I'm understanding how it works. You want to use as many Rupture cards as possible. You want to rush King's ult and then use it to get rid of all of the buffs whenever they've all got their buffs on in phase 1, and you're probably going to want it again in phase 2 once they all use their stances as well. So if we can, I guess let's just throw away some cards. What does this do? Cancels buffs and stances. Okay, so he also... Yeah, I guess you're just trying to ult rush with this team then. I can kind of see where the synergy is coming from. It's not going to be something that I'm planning on messing with more than once. I'd rather just run the Angel team and let it auto, probably, just so that way I get easy clears. But yeah, so that gets rid of our ultimates. That's kind of unfortunate, but they should be putting up stances next turn. Hopefully we can keep it in hand. No, he is attacking twice. So let's do... I don't know if this might end up doing too much damage. If we can get rid of just Waylo, I think it would be perfect. Maybe the shield is also good for the Waylo card too. So here they go. They're putting on the stances. If the Waylo card doesn't... Oh, okay. There it is. So it doesn't hurt. Or it actually does hurt, but... Because the shield is up? Well, it didn't get through the shield. I'm dumb. So then I guess we can just use this, get rid of all the buffs and stances, which is that. And then we should be good to go, I think. Which they don't put any debuffs on us, so I guess this is kind of useless, but... Oh well. Kind of interested, just off of this crappy run, how much we'll get. Boom. Really good damage, plus it cancels the stances, so... That should be... that challenge done. Plus we had a fairy on the team. 2.8. Remove 3 stances. Or remove stances 3 times from the enemy using skills with stance cancel. So maybe we needed to use... Maybe they needed to stay alive? Maybe we needed to use Helbram's ultimate and them to live? I don't know. That's kind of annoying. I'm not planning on doing that, but that's how the team works. I assume you're just trying to let them put on their buffs and stances and stuff like that, and then getting rid of them with the ult, using as many rupture cards as you possibly can with Ludo, using the shield to make sure that they don't remove your ultimate. So yeah, I don't know, kind of annoying to be honest, but a very easy final boss if I'm being completely honest. So it's not anything crazy. Plus this time around, instead of getting Taizu's cosmetic, we actually get Twigo's cosmetic, which I'm actually kind of happy about. I think that Twigo's cosmetic is pretty cool, and I'm definitely planning on messing around with it. So that is it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you find any interesting strats or what your thoughts and opinions of the final boss are, because I'm not super thrilled with final bosses at the moment, but in the dev notes they were saying that they're planning on revamping them soon, so hopefully that ends up going well. So either way, thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.